everyone, I decided that I was going to do the perfect palette tag that I have seen doing the rounds on YouTube. So I got the questions from Temptalia.com, so I'm just going to get stuck right. The first category is best packaging. Now this definitely goes to this palette here, which is the Muppets palette that the BAM Cosmetics brought out. When was this? Probably a year and a half ago. It's the best packaging because it has the Muppets on it, and I am like a proper Muppets aficionado. It's like not even real, and it has like all the characters on it, and it even has Pepe here, who's my favourite, absolute favourite. What a legend. And inside it has like the mirror. You can see me, hello, the mirror in it, and it has like all the characters have like signed their autographs around it, which I just love. And also another good thing about it is it has like the eyeshadows, and then like that bit closes up, and then the bottom bit here opens up, and it has like all the cream products, so it has like two cheek products and then a lip product, so that kind of keeps that all like hidden away so it doesn't get powder and stuff on it from the eyeshadow, so that's really good as well. And then on the back it has like Stadler and Waldorf, I think they're called. That's terrible, I should know that, but yeah, I think that's what they're called. It's just like such a cool palette. Now this palette wasn't released in the UK as far as I know. So I actually got this shipped from America, directly from the BAM's website. They had like a list for it, like a waiting list type thing, so I put my name down on it and they shipped it over here, and when it got into the UK, customs stopped it and they wanted like another £20 for me to actually get it. So it's probably not only the best packaging, it's probably the most expensive palette that I own because of that. Next category is best colour payoff. This one I have picked is Sleek Butter, of course, and the one I've gone for is the original one from way back when, so I'm going to show you what my palette looks like because it's pretty messed up. As you can see, this one here is like completely broken, but like the payoff on these shadows is excellent. Like I remember when they came out, I was just like, what? I just like done 3 of them there. They're like really, really, really nice. Most versatile has to go to the Naked palette by Urban Decay. This is a fairly new purchase of mine. I've only had this a couple of months, but the colours are just in such a broad spectrum that you could probably go from day to night, like going out makeup, bridal makeup, job interview makeup, everyday makeup, you know, whatever you can think of, there is a look in this palette to do. And not only is the palette itself versatile, but if there was ever an occasion that you wanted to use this palette for a certain look, then there are literally thousands of tutorials on YouTube telling you how to do it as well, so that also makes it quite versatile as well, because you never get bored of using it. So yeah, definitely most versatile. Best for travelling, I have chosen the Urban Decay Shattered Face Case. This is also like really nice packaging. It's almost like broken glass effect on the front. But this is really good for travelling because it is like quite a chunky palette, but it's quite compact, it's quite small. And in the top it has, here there should have been a lip gloss pencil, but it's kind of lost at the moment. I don't know where it is, so hence it's not in there, but it would normally be in that slot there. And then you have like your eyeshadows, and then you have this little 24/7 Glide On eyeliner, the black one, and then you think that's it, but then you go underneath hard to open though, so. And then underneath you have another mirror, great, really handy. Two really nice blushes, like a kind of more neutrally peach one and then a pink one and then a highlighter. So I think if you were going away for the weekend or for longer, you know, this would definitely see you right in terms of being able to do your whole face, apart from like foundation and mascara. You could do pretty much everything else with that one palette. Biggest regret, this is going to be this one here. This is the MUA palette in Glamour Days, but I do have another MUA one, the Heaven and Earth, and this is like that also was a regret. Luckily these palettes are very, very cheap. I think they're under £5, but the colour payoff in these shadows is poor, and they also have this like oily kind of texture to them that I really don't like. I don't think I've ever used this palette, like ever, and it has these like matte shades in it which are like really powdery and not good quality, and I just generally think that this looks pretty cheap and nasty anyway, so I probably regret getting this because although it was cheap, I've never actually really used it for anything. Next up is best colour names, and for that one I picked this palette here. This is the Too Faced Boudoir Eyes palette. This is very new to me. I got this for Christmas, but it has some really good names in it. They are Fuzzy Handcuffs, Voulez-Vous, Sugar Walls, Garter Belt, Lap Dance, French Tickler, Birthday Suit, Satin Sheets, and In the Buff. So they're all really kind of seductive names, which really fits in with the whole Boudoir Eyes theme, and also the way they've themed the palette as well is just really nice. It's all like kind of fake quality to kind of texture on the front of that there, so that's definitely good names for such a palette. Least used. Way back in the day I got this palette from Urban Decay. It's called I can't remember what it's called, but it was one of the first ones that they brought out. It's got this kind of chainmail on the front, and it is, you know, the colours themselves are actually quite nice, but I've hardly ever used this palette for whatever reason. I don't know what stops me from using it. I just think maybe the colours are a little bit random, because you've got some like really bright colours here and then you've got some like really neutral ones here. So I don't know, I just don't really use this palette, and I had to kind of dust it off before I actually brought it through because it's looking a bit tatty just sitting in the back of my makeup drawer. Most used eyeshadow palette would be my MAC palette. I have a couple of these, but this is the one that I kind of store the shadows that I use most in, so if I bring it back you might be able to see them. It's just like a random kind of selection of shades that I get most use out of, and I think on most days I could pick this palette out and do something with it, and a lot of these shadows all are pretty dented right in, just because they are well used. Most loved is the next category, and I picked out this palette by Wet n Wild, and it's called Petal Pusher. I got this when I was in Florida in February, and I just love the selection of colours that's in it. Like really nice mix of like pinks, purples, like warmer shades, like there's a kind of gunmetal colour as well. Just a really nice mix of shades, and I've pretty much like coveted this palette for years before I actually was able to get over to the States to purchase it. So I kind of watched in envy of people like saying, oh, pick this up today, you know, just popped to the drugstore and got it, because we don't have access to anything like this in the UK. So I would definitely say this has a special place in my heart. The last category is Desert Island. So I picked out a palette which, if I was stranded in a desert island, I would be quite happy to have with me, although maybe if you were on a desert island your first thought wouldn't be what eyeshadow am I going to wear today, but anyway, I'll play along. And it's another sleek palette. another well used one. It's the Storm palette, and this has been very well used again. I'm just going to turn it around so you can see. I do look after my palettes, it's just that I've had this for a while and it has travelled far and wide with me. But this has like a selection of neutrals in it, and it also has the addition of like a green, a blue, a really kind of burgundy colour, and like a gunmetal. So I think I'd be quite happy if I was stranded on a desert island and decided that I wanted to rock a smoky eye. I'd be quite happy if I had the Sleek Storm palette with me. So there we have it. That's the perfect palette tag. If you haven't already done it, I tag everybody who watches this, and also leave like a video response down below as well if you want to do that, or if you simply just want to tell me you know, answers to any of these questions or these categories, just leave that below as well. I love getting comments, and also if you've watched this video and you don't already subscribe, then please do. I love getting an email to tell me that I've got a new subscriber. I really, really appreciate it. So now that I've rambled on about that, I will go. So see you later. Bye.